somehow, trading for Giannis Antetokounmpo was only the second scariest move in the East this summer. The Knicks finally won it all, and the rest of the conference answered by starting an arms race. 4 franchises added stars. 1 got its superstar back, and the champs watched their center sign with their oldest rival. 1 ground rule before the countdown. This is not a power ranking, it is an armament ranking, who added the most dangerous new weapons since the finals. That is why 60-win Detroit, still without a blockbuster edition, is the measuring stick's neighbor and not an entry. And the champs themselves? New York let Mitchell Robinson walk to Boston to stay under the second apron, replaced him with Andre Drummond on a minimum, and kept the heart of the title rotation. The throne held steady. Everybody else reloaded. Number 5, the Toronto gamble. The Raptors agreed to send Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, unprotected first-round picks in 2031 and 2033, a swap, and 2 seconds to the Clippers for Kawhi Leonard. Then the league's investigation into the Clippers froze the entire deal, and this week's reporting says the process could stretch into 2027. Here is why it still makes the list. Kawhi just averaged 27.9 points at 35 years old, the highest scoring season of his career, across 65 games. If the deal finalizes, Toronto pairs that with all-star Scottie Barnes. If it collapses, they keep every player and every pick they offered. Either way, the offer itself was a declaration of war. 5 fan bases have a rooting interest in this countdown, so if yours is one of them, hit the like button on the way down. It genuinely helps the channel. Number 4, Indiana's returning superweapon. The Pacers did not trade for anybody because the biggest addition in the conference was already on the roster. Tyrese Haliburton missed the entire season after tearing his Achilles in Game 7 of the Finals, and Indiana collapsed to 19-63 without him. Now the Pacers are reportedly extremely optimistic he plays opening night. He is back to 5-on-5, he added 30 pounds during rehab, and 14 months ago, this exact core stood 1 win from a championship. Add a full season of Ivica Zubac in the middle, next to Pascal Siakam, and the most forgotten team in the East becomes the problem nobody is preparing for. Number 3, Cleveland's midseason heist fully loaded. The Cavs swapped Darius Garland for James Harden at the deadline, and Harden delivered 20.5 points and 7.7 assists on 43% from 3, driving the franchise to its first conference finals since 2018. The offseason locked it in. Donovan Mitchell signed a 4-year, $273 million extension, and Harden declined his $42 million option, with every report calling a new deal a matter of when, not if. Harden himself said 100% he is back. That matters because the sweep New York handed them came before this group ever had a training camp together. Middle of the countdown, so your turn. Which of these 5 actually beats New York in a 7-game series? Or does nobody? Drop your pick and your reason in the comments. I read every single one. Number 2, Miami's nuclear option. The Heat sent Tyler Herro, Kel'el Ware, Jaime Jaquez, Kasparas Jakusionis, and 5 future picks to Milwaukee, and Giannis Antetokounmpo walked out of the smoke. The injury year scared people, and the numbers say it should not have. 27.6 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 5.4 assists on 62% shooting when he played, and Milwaukee was 14.1 points per 100 possessions better with him on the floor, the second biggest swing in the league. Now Bam Adebayo protects his backline and Pat Riley runs his war room. The price was Miami's entire young core. The reward is the best player in the conference. Number 1, Philadelphia's double strike, and yes, over Giannis. Miami added 1 superstar. Philadelphia added 2. First, they flipped Paul George and a stack of picks into Jaylen Brown, fresh off All-NBA second team with a Finals MVP already on his shelf. Then that trade became the reported turning point that convinced LeBron James to sign for the veteran minimum and chase ring number 5. The result is a starting 5 of Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron, and Joel Embiid. 36 All-Star selections and 5 MVPs in one lineup, attached to a core that already won a playoff round before the new weapons arrived. It all still hinges on Embiid's knees, and I made an entire video on exactly that question. But an arms race is measured in firepower acquired, and nobody on the planet acquired more than Philadelphia. And the race does not stop at 5. Boston rearmed with Paul George, Mitchell Robinson, and a returning Jason Tatum. Orlando's young core pushed a 7-game war in the first round. Detroit won 60 games and is reportedly checking in on superstar trades. The East used to be a 2-team conference. Now it is a minefield. So here is where I land. The champs kept the machine that won it all, and the machine is still the safest bet in the building. But for the first time in years, 4 or 5 teams can honestly say their road to the finals runs through talent instead of hope. Somebody on this list is walking into Madison Square Garden in May, carrying a weapon the champs have never seen. That is the arms race. Toronto's gamble, Indiana's returning star, Cleveland's full season, Miami's nuclear option, Philadelphia's double strike. Subscribe so you are here when the shooting starts, because this season is going to be a war. See you in the next one.